Here's something we've all seen in the movies. Yes, just a little reverse English on the camera. But here's something we probably haven't seen. A deliberate rollover of a new Chevrolet at a speed of almost 50 miles an hour to test the strength, stability, and safety of the famous Fisher body. But whoa, wait a minute. That's risky business. Or is it? What's the story behind this rollover test? Why send a car through such punishment anyway?
So it's Friday. I'm halfway. Well, I'm not halfway anyway. I'm halfway down my road, I guess. But I'm on my way to the rec center. And today it's going to be 2.8 kilometers get it done in an hour. Excuse me. That was my porridge. There's a lot of yard work going on today. People mowing their lawns and whacking their weeds. I apologize for the noise. I will no doubt continue with a musical theme today. Well, the guy with the handheld leaf blower, he stopped for me, but the lawnmower guy didn't. He was oblivious. So I should be coming up on 10 minutes quite soon as I approach the junction of Kenmore and Torquay Drive. It's amazing how noisy those leaf blowers are. What with the noise pollution and the environmental pollution of the, no doubt, two-stroke engine, I think they should be limited to electric leaf blowers only. Alright, I got a little bit of downhill now. Oh, I just heard the girl. 10 minutes. I took a few pictures from, I guess it was the Runkeeper, not the Runkeeper, the Daily Mile mapping tool. When I mapped out this route, I'm never sure when I'm using my voice recording app on the phone and tracking my progress, whether the tracking app is going to crash or not. So I always measure, well, I don't always measure, but invariably I measure the distance. This one I know is 1.4 with the route that I'm planning. 1.4 kilometers each way. Alright, I have to cross the street here. It is a four-way stop. It's very difficult for me to look around when I'm walking on crutches. I'm so focused on 2 meters ahead of me, the ground, basically just to get my orientation, my stability landmarks. You move your head, you tend to lose your balance. So I'm safe across. Now I'm heading towards the end of the road here. This is as far as the mapping tool will show me on Street View. Pretty soon I'll be inside the park, Lambrick Park, and I will probably take a couple of handheld shots with my Nikon point-and-shoot camera to fill in the gaps on my video. It's quite amazing to me that without my running activities, I find myself feeling more compelled to be creative. Not sure what that is. I guess it's all to do with my hedonistic needs. I tend to do what I enjoy to excess, whether it be running, recording audio, editing video, drinking beer, all those pleasures I do tend to do to excess. I guess that is one of the reasons I found it so easy to give up driving. So I should be inside the park when I hit the 15-minute mark, when I'm going to change from Street View to actual real day footage. I don't think I can take any video while I'm walking on crutches because I need at least one hand to hold the camera. But I can stop for long enough to take a few pictures and a 360. Then I will get up off the rock that I will be sitting on to take my 15-minute break and continue to the rec center. So that is the plan.
Distance 0.48 kilometers. Average pace 30 minutes 30 seconds per kilometer.
Well, I don't think I heard that terribly clearly, but I believe she said 30 minutes per kilometer, which means that this walk will take me half an hour each way. I'm not going to count my little rest break in the rec center, but I will include my sitting on the rock break when I take the little 360 that I'm planning. So far I have not been delayed by any of my neighbors for a chat, but that's okay. I will post this audio raw when I get to the rec center, and then when I get home I will do my splicing and editing. It will be a short show, that's for sure. Well, I just got passed by two Chinese women speaking Cantonese, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I think Mandarin is the formal language. And Cantonese is more the language of the people. Could be wrong there. I could be getting my Chinese and my Japanese mixed up. Which is interesting because you know how the Oriental people tell us that we all look alike. We tend to do the same with the Oriental, which has had dire consequences in the past, especially in terms of espionage. I'm just coming up to my rock now. We'll take a short break here as I watch the sprinklers. Short photo opportunity and then I'll be back at it as I sit for safety reasons. So this looks like a group of recreational cyclists, possibly tourists, but as you can see, they are sprinkling Lambrick Park. I have to negotiate that footpath, and I am probably going to get sprayed on, but that's okay. There's Lambrick Park School. Fields. So I switch the camera in my hand to complete the 360. Okay, that should be enough. Have a break.
Distance 0.6 kilometers. Average pace 30 minutes 30 seconds per kilometer.
Okay, so I've been going for 15 minutes now as I re-establish my vertical position. I have a little bit of long grass to walk through before I get to the footpath. I'm safe now. I have to hope that my timing prevents me from getting too wet from the sprinkler. Nice thing about this walk is that I know it's only a kilometer, and I know that I'm more than halfway there. So I can take a break when I get to the rec center, sit down, have a coffee, post this audio while I still have batteries. Alright, so the sprinkler's just ahead of me. If I can keep moving quick enough, I might be able to avoid getting wet.
What are you going to do?
I think I might get wet.
No. Hopefully it's going in a circle.
Well, I was trying to time it because it's going that way. If I
You're right, it is.
if I can get to that corner just before it starts heading back, I'll be okay.
Mike, look at that. I didn't realize it was actually moving.
Yeah, it sort of does a little bit of a 180.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
It won't bother me too much. Thank you. It's amazing to me how when I run, I very, very seldom take any shortcuts. I remember having a very interesting chat with a friend of mine who was just getting into running, and I was running with him around Elk Lake, and there's various trails, there's various alternate trails that one can take. And at one point, we came to a fork in the trails, and he said to me, there's a shortcut we can take here. And it made me laugh because, I'm never looking for shortcuts when I'm running. The joy of running should not be shortened. Obviously, he was not experiencing quite the same joy as I was, partly because he was probably a little bit out of his comfort zone, and I was enjoying the fact that I had somebody to run with and talk to who was slightly slower than me, so I was enjoying the slightly reduced effort involved with running with him. All right, uneven surface here, off the gravel, onto the grass. Still, this is not a race, and as I begin to enjoy my activity, once again, I shouldn't try and shorten the pleasure by racing along. I'm not trying to become a quicker walker on crutches. I just like having a nice, easy ballpark statistic to use for when I'm converting time to distance. If I wasn't stopping to take pictures and resting every now and then, I could probably expect it to be half an hour per kilometer, which is a nice, easy ballpark calculation. So, bearing that in mind, and the fact that I have done 1 kilometer, I will call this recording officially over here. Where I will